See, I'm one of those people who, like, instead of forgetting that I'm supposed to use a spoon to stir soup, I just look at you with the most confused, legitimate look on my face and ask, what the hell's a spoon? Speaking of which, this build is actually fun. Nobody told me Essence of Greed gives attack power. Who... How did I not notice this before? Hey everyone, Kaiso here. Yes, I do have Kieran set as my ace right now since per request somebody needed a Kieran and my Kieran was weird at the moment. Oh god, he's missing some of his stones. But yeah, somebody requested that he needed a Kieran for Colosseum of Trials. I'm not sure which one though, I didn't really look into that, but you know, he or she can use it. Yeah, sorry Hello. But yeah, so for today's video, before I get into it, I want to go over a few things before I get into the actual content of this video. This is kind of what I had in mind for Yongki. I do still have my slot attribute ticket, so I can change that whirlwind slot into something else, but I'm hoping I get Yongki before I spend my dimension stones on him. I'm only 100 away. I'm getting really excited. I really want Yongki so I can use him with my Leo, just because I want to start using that ball control method. Did you know that Kyosuke is getting a buff in this patch? I think it's pretty nice. I can actually start using Kyosuke even more. Even though he's not entirely fully invested right now. I mean, he does have max superbs, and I did get him twice, but like, he's still only level 52, which means he's missing out on a couple of skill points. So I think that's going to be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting, because the thing is, for his update, his active is going to recover all of his HP instead of just percentage wise, which is going to be really nice. Idol Avnor still doesn't get unique voices. I ain't even mad, but okay. I've been debating whether or not I wanted to build Black Horns, just cause I'm a little bit iffy since he has a nemesis chain with Avi. Where is he? Yeah. Avnor doesn't like him. Tell me why it was a good idea for them to have a gigantic difficulty spike in mission mode, because since chapter 13-2 I had to change my team every single match to like really awkward, unorthodox builds. Look at this. You know what's bad? When you have to use 2 passers, you have to change your Damien Stone to something with critical damage. You have to use someone with a critical damage ace, even though they're ugly as hell. And you have to put a waifu on your goddamn team just for it to work. Am I the only one seeing the problem here? Guys, I think June is my month. So, remember how last video I actually got Ash in my random draw? Well, check it. 상대가 될까? You know what's funny? I was actually thinking of getting him with the legend pack, but since I needed to save my money for some other things that I needed to do, I was like, you know what? I think I'll just roll with it. I'm just gonna deal with not having Choi. And then suddenly I do a 10+1 draw. I get a Hammerus, I think an Armel, another K, and then this motherfucker in the goddamn 10+1 draw. And I was all like, holy shit! I face planted into my pillow so hard I couldn't breathe for a couple of seconds. And I was all like, I was just going off the damn walls with this. But yeah, I now have him. I'm going to max him out. He now takes priority because I did want to try him out. But for now, his stone build is a little unorthodox since I have Terranox blood on him right now. And a dark action speed. Shit, that would have made a good video. Oh, and that. There. As stated in the video before, I put Essence of Greed on Avnor instead of Battalion. As much as I do miss the damage reduction, the spirit generation that he has, I really like that now. Because now with an attack, he fills up almost an entire bar of spirit, which is very much appreciated. I keep using that term so much. So if Battalion got off of Avnor, where did the Battalion from him go? You couldn't have just used it up for material, right? You couldn't have just used it for the Terranox blood that you put on Choi, did you? Says the voice in my head. I have that battalion on my Kyosuke right now. His stone build's a little unorthodox as well. No! So, for today's WDI, in my series of videos where I talk about why I use someone, I already covered it. Hold up, I'm having a brain fart, hold up. Today, we're gonna talk about Chundo! No. So, we all know the format, right? We're gonna talk about his active, his passives. Maybe I'll... No, I'm not gonna cover the A skill. Damn. I keep asking you guys if you know the format, and yet I don't even know my damn format. Okay. So, we're gonna go over his active skill, his passive skills, my current stone build setup, possible unique stones that he could use, and the main reason why I use him in terms of not being a husband, well, not because of being a husbando, and other stuff. Without further ado, let's start off. First active, it increases the critical rate of the entire team by 50% for 15 minutes. 50% for 15 minutes. It's a damn tongue twister. So, what I appreciate with this active, it's critical rate. What else do I have to say about it? It's really basic. Come on now. See, but the reason why I would actually use this on my team right now is because, on my team, with Chundo as a main, like on the main team, not in the support, he would grant Damien a lot, like that amount of critical rate that he needs in order to land that critical rate if he manages to get a lot of crit damage. Yes, his crit damage is at 143. Yeah, I had to do this for story mode, okay? But yeah, this is a really good active if you're going for a critical rate type of team, because I doubt that the critical rate is on everybody in the critical resistance. I doubt the critical resistance is on everybody in the team. Nobody in the center field is going to have like 200 critical resistance, okay? You're not going to have a Kirna in the midline. Before somebody uses Kirna in the midline. Does her skill even work in the midline? No, right? Next skill we're going to talk about is Absolute of Horeong. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is Korean. But, let's see. That increases the attack power by 50% and recovers the action bar by 20% and spirit by 30% when attacking. This is like a different version of Virgin's passive. This is like a different version of Virgin's passive. You know, C-Space, where he attacks and he recovers the action bar by 10 and recovers by 15% of the entire position whenever he attacks. So what I like about this is that it's kind of like a slightly more powerful Avnor's Genius Touch, but with a little bit less spirit and a little bit more attack power, along with the action bar recovery. So this is Avnor with the essence of greed that this is. But the weird thing with this skill, we're gonna change over to book for a quick second just so that we have access to the skill when he's not evolved. The weird thing that I find about it is that this skill, when it evolves, it does the action speed by 30% and the attack power by 50% for 10 minutes whenever using an active skill. So if you find that one, if you find Overlimit a lot better than Absolute of Horeong, then definitely try to ponder that, because... Oh gosh, hold up. Yeah, no, I kind of lost my place. Freaking Presty. But anyways, over limit. This is kind of a really weird thing for me, just because the activation requirement is the one that changes along with the spirit increase. But that also means that you can build Chundo to be a spirit generator as well, along with the totem. Next, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Overwhelming 2. Basic. This is one of those skills that a lot of players have. It's really useful, just because it decreases the critical rate. If you don't really value reflex that much, then it's not as good, but I like the reflex game, so I value this. This is the reason why Avnor can counterattack so easily, because of this combined with his absolute... Is it absolute? No, it's with his evil genius skill, because it lowers the reflex and pass effect and action speed. And that is the reason why I like it, because it decreases the reflexes. And I did try to build my backline to be reflex based, but it ended up being more action speed based, which is cool actually. I like that too. I do love action speed. Last skill we're going to talk about is Learn from the Best. This increases the action speed by 15 and max HP by 25% of allies within the position. This is what makes him a totem. I'm not going to say a good totem because I haven't really seen what a good totem is, because I'm very close-minded in my husbando game, but this is what makes him a totem. He grants the whole line action speed and HP, which are two stats that, well, personally I really like and are very much needed for a goalkeeper, because already K has some HP problems, to be honest. His vitality is at 375 and yet he only reaches 1481 HP. And I'm pretty sure that's how people get to like 4000 HP, because they have HP totems like that. Aside from that, this also combos with Magnus's totem, where he increases the action speed. So that's like a 25% increase in action speed. However, I don't know about the exact increase, just because I'm pretty sure it's awkward. It's like 25% of that, and then after that you apply the 15% to the previous total. I don't know. I really don't know how it works, but, you know, it's action speed. How you gonna go wrong with that? So now, let's talk about my current stone build, okay? Ta-da! It's very awkward. This is mainly because I didn't really have anything to put Mark of the Bond on. I used to put it on Taehoon, just because I didn't know how to use it. But turns out cooperative defense really helps. So I decided to put the Mark of the Bond on him. And I also have a decreased damage, blue decreased damage, dark action speed, and yellow HP. So what happened is, with this build he gets 30% co-op. This is your basic co-op build, so just letting you know. So he'd be able to take more damage. Wait, no, he'd be able to take damage for the goalkeeper. So like you put him in the center line, strikers on the sides, they co-op, bam, done. So the reason why I put light HP instead of red decreased damage is literally only because the decreased damage is on my chrono right now, so I kind of ran out. And it's on my Kevin right now too, so. The blue decreased damage is because I don't know what I would do with a blue crit stone, so I decided to go with blue decreased damage, because it also increases the spirit. But it increases the spirit when he's attacked by 12%. And my team kind of needs a lot of spirit, if you haven't noticed. We got Parabellum with the assist, Damien with the heavy-ass active, we got Chrono, we got other people with like a bar and a half actives. Dark action speed is literally just because I love dark action speed. I'm gonna need like 12 of these, all that plus 15, because this is my go-to stone for anybody. I put this on my Vonchi. Chundo has a red, blue, and purple slot. So that means he has a very large array of unique stones that he could be able to use. So let's start with the Ardor slot, then we're gonna go into the Thunder slot, and then we're gonna go into the Dark slot. So, for the Ardor slot, Terranox Blood is a very unique choice. Hahaha. Just because it does combo with his critical rate boosting unique active, yeah. It works together, and it does increase his attack power by 25% with a critical hit. Personally, I haven't tried that out yet. I do have a Terranox Blood, I just haven't tried it out yet. I put it on Joy, I'm trying it out first. Mark of the Bond, duh, why not? If you really have a problem with going first, and you're still having a kind of a problem of actually acting as soon as possible, Ignition Catalyst is a fine choice. But I would put that on somebody else, honestly. Like, Chrono. Who uses this? I mean, if you want to run him like Kyosuke, this is okay. But, you know, I wouldn't really use it like that. Oh, just put it on Kyosuke. Shit. Now we've come to the Thunderstones. I mean, if you really want the offensive power, increases attack power by 40, penetration power by 35. Well, why not? I mean, I would use it on a striker first, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. Who is this not good on? Basic. Crit rate, crit damage. That should go together. Oh, God. Really? He can run Star Seers. Okay. Nah, I wouldn't run this. Nah. I put it on Avnor first. Avnor's my tank. He's already a totem, and this would really, really help if you put him on, like, the center line, just so that he can decrease the goalkeeper's damage. Well, decrease the goalkeeper's decreased damage. Like I said before, with the Flight of Neo-Human on Michael, the buffs, they just fade away after he passes. But if you really do want that critical rate and decreased damage to use him as a line breaker, then this would be a very good choice of a stone. And now we have the Dark Stones. Let's go over them, shall we? I put this on Avnor and I love it. If you put this on Chundo, he would be your pseudo Avnor, because he basically already has everything. This shit is ugly. Like, you look me in the eye and tell me that this is cute. It is not. It is ugly as hell. I mean, look at this shit. Ew. But, you know, if you want the counterattack resistance, why not? Don't take my word for it. I just use things that I think look good. PvE-wise, this would be okay. I love this stone. I don't know what anybody's talking about when they say, oh, it's horrible. I like it. It's actually decent. I love Battalion. Remember that time I said something about using Presti's Clockwork Avnor and it actually worked? This might actually work as well. Totem Stone, come on now. I still just want this stone just to have it. It's very pretty. So I don't actually have a video of Chundo being a helpful player right now, because, you know, that would actually require me to get some stuff. That would require me to do some matches, and I'm a little bit too lazy to do that right now, because I already tried to record the final match of story mode for a little bit of a snippet, but then Kay ended up getting one shot at full HP just because Lin Mei was a bitch, so here I am. But the reason I use Chundo is because back then, right now I'm on the mad hunt for Yonghi, but back then I was on the mad hunt for Michael. And Michael did not want to show up for the longest time. And it's like, I was searching, spending all my crystals trying to draw, and then suddenly I see that blue flash of light, and then it crashes, and it reveals, and you know who I get? This dude. It's the exact line that he told me when he appeared. He said, any problems? And I was all like, yes, I do got a problem. I ain't got Michael, but you'll do. So then he was just like this the entire time. And then, I've been using him. He was actually doing really well. But I never really maxed out his over limit just because I didn't like how it operated. Since at the time, I didn't value his active as much as I should have. Although, in terms of leveling up, it is kind of a low priority for me. And then a few months later, I found out that he's getting an extreme evolution. And then by the time that happened, I was like, oh, that's what. But then I look at his chest and it turns out he has an Illuminati medallion, so Illuminati confirmed. And so now he's on my team. He's looking pretty hot. And now I don't think I can ever replace him. Even if I have Kevin, I don't think I can fully replace Chundo. I'm just telling you that right now. Even though people say Kevin's a lot better. And that does it for my WDI Chundo video. Yay, another video down. I swear, I really think I'm gonna have to change my schedule for recording, just because a lot of things go on a Tuesday, and I just get a lot of yelling while I'm recording, and so I end up not being able to record the entire time, because everybody's just gonna be yelling at me for stuff. So you might have to expect this on like a weekend maybe, or a Wednesday like today, or a, I don't know, Friday. But you know, I'll figure out what my availability is, and I'll continue pumping out these videos, hopefully to keep the content quality up. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And if you really like this video, leave me a thumbs up. If you really want to watch more content like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to let me know how I'm doing, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'll be sure to read it. Insert generic advertisement here. Okay, bye guys!